Hey guys, sorry I haven't been back for a while. Sorry I've been out. I really don't have any excuses other than the fact that I just didn't upload. Um, but I am back today because I did promise to tell you guys my weight loss journey story, and so I am here to tell you this story. Well, I've always been overweight, like my entire life, as early as I can remember. Like, I wasn't too bad overweight, I don't guess, but I was overweight. I was unhealthily overweight as a teenager, and then as I became an adult, it just shot up like crazy. It was insane how much, like how bad I started getting to gain weight. I don't understand how I started gaining weight that badly and that rapidly, but I did. When I was in high school, I weighed 200 pounds when I was a freshman. So if that tells you anything about my weight. And then at the end of high school, when I was a senior, I was like 250. Yeah. So I gained 50 pounds within that time. It was probably a little over 250. But after I got out of high school, I just shot up. Like I said, like when I had my daughter, when I got pregnant with her, which is a whole nother story. Like, I had a really hard infertility journey getting pregnant with my baby girl. It took my husband and I like almost 3 years to conceive our daughter. I did have to use Clomid to get pregnant with her because I do have PCOS. So I needed help to get pregnant with her. But we did, and when I got pregnant with her, when I went to my first doctor's appointment, I was 270. Yeah, I was 270 pounds. I was like, what the crap? Like, in my mind, when I became 200 pounds, I was like, well, as long as I don't get to 300 pounds. As long as I don't get to 300 pounds. And here I am weighing in at my doctor's appointment at almost 300 pounds, okay? I was 270 pounds, and that was ridiculous to me. I don't know how it happened because, like, I don't eat badly. I never really have eaten badly, but I do eat a lot. Like, that was my problem, was portion control and things like that. I just could not control my portion intake. Well, anyway, throughout my pregnancy, I didn't gain much. At the end of my pregnancy, I was only 290. So that was even closer to 300 pounds. And I told my husband, I'm like, I have to do something. Like, so after I had my daughter, I went on Phentermine. It's a weight loss drug that's well known around here. I don't know about where you guys live at, but around here it's pretty well known. A lot of women, you can either go get injections or you can get pill form. I was taking the pill form because I had to pay for this out of my own pocket because it's not covered by insurance. Well, it wasn't covered by my insurance, so I had to pay for it out of my pocket. And the injections were even more expensive, plus you had to come get them once a week, and the closest place near me that does this is 45 minutes away. So I was just like, that's not feasible for us. That's not going to be possible. Well, I was taking them, and I started noticing weight loss. I was losing weight, but I could not get past 20 pounds of weight loss on those. Plus, after a while, I started noticing that they made me very sick to my stomach. Like, I could not hold down food. I got to the point to where I couldn't even hold down water. And so I was like, I wonder if it's the medicine, you know. Because at this time, this was the only medicine that I was taking, is phentermine. And so I stopped taking it. And I kid you not, like the next day after like stopping this medicine, I felt like 100 times better. So I was like, I'm not going to take this medicine anymore if it's making me feel this bad. It's not worth it, you know? So, right after I stopped, gained the weight right back. Like, it just gained it right back. Even gained more. I gained like 10 more pounds after I lost 20, and I gained all that back plus 10. So I gained 30 pounds back after stopping this. So I was like, I just can't do this anymore. So I went to my primary care provider, and this is what I want you guys to listen to if you're thinking about getting VSG surgery. This is what I had to do to have my insurance pay for my VSG surgery, which it did. So listen, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to do because it is a long process. It was a 6-month long process for me. So I went and I spoke to my primary care doctor, and I love her so much because she is the only one who actually listened to me. And all of my primary care doctors and all of my other doctors that I've had before, she is the only one who listened to me. Okay. So I spoke with her, and she's like, have you ever thought about weight loss surgery? I was like, yes, I've actually been, searching up on it, like studying on it, and trying to get as much information in my mind as I can for the last like 2 years. Like, because it's such an invasive surgery. They take out 80% of your stomach, guys. It's no joke. So don't let that be like your first step, and don't think it's like a miracle thing and that's all that you're gonna need to, do it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So she referred me to my surgeon. So I went to him, and he said, you're at a great age. You're physically healthy, because I was physically healthy for how big I was. I'll get to that too. I was physically healthy for how heavy I was. So he said, you're a great candidate for surgery. Do your 6-month reports to your doctor. He said, try to lose weight. If you can't, that is okay, because that's what the surgery's for. But we need the proof, 6 months worth of proof for your insurance to say yes to cover the surgery. So I had to go again to a conference that he held where he told us about all 3 surgeries that he performed, gastric surgeries. He performs the band, the gastric band, the sleeve, and bypass. I had the sleeve because it wasn't the least invasive. That would be the band, but I didn't think that the band would be enough for me. And then gastric bypass was too much for me. I didn't feel like I needed the bypass. He didn't either, because he said I wasn't as heavy as a person who needs the bypass. Okay? But he said he would recommend the sleeve, and I told him that's what I would like to go for, was the sleeve. Okay, so after that, they gave us 6 months worth of papers that we had to go into and see our primary care doctor every month. You could not miss a month, or you have to start completely over again. So make sure you do not miss 1 month. No, don't miss one, because it completely starts you over if you do. Well, I didn't miss a month. I wasn't about to miss a month, because I was ready to get this thing going, So, sorry, I went to my doctor every month. They weighed me in, and I didn't lose weight, guys. Not the whole 6 months. I even gained weight, and I was eating my doctor had me on a super strict diet. I'm sorry if you hear my daughter, she's using the bathroom, but they had me on a super strict diet like this whole 6 months, and we would interchange the diet just to see what was going to work for me. Nothing worked. I even gained weight, okay? So I was like super scared. I was like, I'm about to not get approved for the surgery because I gained weight and didn't lose any, and he's going to think that I can't do it. But lo and behold, thank God he approved me. He said that that's the reason why I'm here, is because I can't lose weight, even with regular dieting and things like that. So that was really good because I was really nervous. So I was scheduled for my surgery 2 weeks later. I was so excited because, oh, sorry, I am so skipping ahead. I'm sorry. They had to send it into my insurance to have it approved first. Sorry, guys. I had to have it approved first. So I waited like, I think it's like 3 days, and this is like the longest wait ever. That was a long 3 days because you're just thinking like, oh my gosh, it's taking so long. They probably aren't going to approve it. You know, I'm going to be stuck this way. I'm going to be stuck in this unhealthy body. You know, that's your thoughts, and it's really terrifying. But I got the good news. 3 days later, my surgeon's assistant called me and she said, you have been approved for surgery through your insurance, and your surgery is June 16th. So I went in, I went into this like so excited, and then I remembered a week. I have a week of like clear liquid diet. A week, okay? So I'm freaking out over here because I have a week of clear liquids. That's it, nothing else. So I drank protein shakes. I drank the Premier protein shakes. It was so good. I love the chocolate. But anyway, I would drink those. I would eat sugar-free Jello, sugar-free popsicles, and I could eat chicken broth. I mean, come on, guys. What else do you need? No, seriously, it was really hard. Like the first 3 days, I had a solid headache. Those whole 3 days, I'd wake up with a headache, go to sleep with a headache. I guess, coming off of caffeine. I don't know. But those 3 days I had a horrible headache, and it was just a pounding headache. Not to mention the extreme hunger, because that liquid does nothing. I don't want to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh yes, I was so full. No, I was not full. I was constantly hungry. I was constantly eating all day. You know, the popsicles and the protein shakes. I was constantly eating because I never got full. But that week went by, and it went by without any problem. I didn't cheat. I didn't give in. So I went in for the first day, I went in for first morning to have my surgery. I was pretty scared because my whole life, okay, guys, I was 28 when I had my first surgery, which was this surgery, okay? I've never had any other surgeries before. I mean, I've given birth to my daughter, and I had to have, stitches and stuff down there, but, no surgeries. So I was kind of scared, but I was ready. I was like, I am so ready. I don't even care about, like, what could happen, because I know what I want to happen, So I went in, surgery went great, had no problems with surgery. One thing I will tell you, it's very painful. Like, your stomach is really painful when you go to sit up and stuff. And I lost almost, I'm 1 pound away from 100 pounds, and I'm 10 months out. Yeah. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know what today is. um, but it was the best decision of my life, and if you guys want me to go into more detail about what I ate after and things like that, I can. I can definitely make a video about that. But if you're thinking about VSG surgery, please do your research because it's not easy. There are still difficulties that you'll go through, and I still have body dysmorphia. Some days I'll still see myself as big as I was, and people tell me that I'm not as big, and the scale tells me I'm not as big. But sometimes I still see myself that way, and it's heartbreaking actually because you don't want to see yourself that way anymore. But I'm so happy I did it. I don't regret it one bit. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would. I wouldn't even think twice about it. So I hope this helps you guys a little bit. If you need me to go into any more depth about what I ate after surgery and like my workout routines and things like that, please let me know, and I sure will do that. I hope you guys have an amazing night, day, whatever time it is where you live. I hope it's amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.